Hi, I'm Vince, and in this lesson, we're going to go through the chords that are used in the song A Couple of Minutes by Olivia Dean. So let's get stuck in. So there are 4 chords in this song throughout, and the first one is a D sharp major 7. So the way that I'm actually playing this is I'm barring the 6th fret with my first finger, putting my second finger on the G string of the 7th fret, my third finger on the D string of the 8th fret, and my little finger underneath that on the B string of the 8th fret. Then with my right hand, I'm actually just clawing the notes there, just kind of picking them individually. You can just strum them if you want, whatever works for you. But the first chord is basically D sharp major 7. So just to go through that again, I bar the 6th fret with my first finger, and then I put my second finger on the 7th fret of the G string. My third finger goes on the 8th fret of the D string. My little finger goes underneath that on the B string of the 8th fret. And that gives us a D sharp major 7. And then we go to a nice F minor 7 this time. So the second chord in the sequence is F minor 7. So bar the 8th fret, then put your second finger on the 9th fret of the B string, and then put your third finger on the D string of the 10th fret. So one more time, that's just to bar the 8th fret with your first finger, then put your second finger on the B string of the 9th fret, then put your third finger on the 10th fret of the D string. And that gives us F minor 7. Now we actually want to move that shape up 2 frets to give us a G minor 7. So we're playing exactly the same shape, but just to go through it step by step, what we're doing is we're barring the 10th fret this time with our first finger. Then our second finger goes on the B string of the 11th fret, and then our third finger goes on the D string of the 12th fret. So one more time, we're basically barring the 10th fret with our first finger, and then our second finger is going on the 11th fret of the B string, and then our third finger is going on the D string of the 12th fret. Gives us a nice G minor 7. And then we want to finish with a G sharp major 7. Now this is actually the same chord shape we started off with our D sharp major 7, but being played from the 11th fret on our guitar. So to just go through that step by step, what I'm doing here is I'm barring the 11th fret with my first finger, then I've got my second finger on the G string of the 12th fret, my third finger on the D string of the 13th fret, and then my little finger underneath that on the B string of the 13th fret. And again, I'm just playing those strings in the middle. So when we put that together, we've got... And then after we played that sequence, we go down to our G minor 7. You'll notice that I'm playing the chord just beforehand. So I'm going D sharp major 7, playing it again before moving to the F minor 7, then quickly moving to the G minor 7, and then moving to the G sharp major 7. Hitting that G sharp major 7 one more time before going down to our G minor 7. So that's... Obviously, I'm finger picking this with my right hand, but you can strum it if you want. You can get the same results. Here's a few close-ups of the chords should you need them. So our D major 7. Again, I'm barring that 6th fret with my first finger. Then my second finger is going on that 7th fret of the G string. Third finger goes on the D string of the 8th fret, and little finger goes on the 8th fret of the B string. So that's D sharp major 7. And then F minor 7 this time, barring that 8th fret. Second finger goes on the B string of the 9th. Third finger goes on the D string of the 10th. Then we're going to slide that up 2 frets to give us G minor 7. So again, that's barring the old 10th fret. Second finger goes on the 11th of the B. Third finger goes on the D of the 12th. And then we're going to end on G sharp major 7. Again, this time barring the 11th fret. Second finger goes on the G string of the 12th fret. Third finger goes on the D string of the 13th fret. Little finger goes underneath that on the B string of the 13th fret. So these 4 chords make up the bulk of the song. If you listen to the record, there are some little intricacies as well, such as arpeggiated chords and some little riffs between the chords. But start off just getting those bar chords in place and you'll get basically 90% of the song there. Have fun jamming along to the track, and thanks for watching.